Us for this T20 between India and Sri Lanka. I'm Mike Atherton, and with me in the commentary box today is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy, and the one and only Lord Gower.
Thanks, Athers. We're almost ready to get underway. I had an opportunity earlier to get down and check out the conditions for the day. And the ground staff have set up a very fair wicket. Any lapse in concentration, though, and the wickets will tumble. So, probably worth having a bowl first. Looks like this cloud is set for the day, but at least no rain is forecast.
Great information there from David Gower. Two captains are in the middle. Let's join them for the coin toss.
Interesting call to bat first. Looking at that pitch, it seems a strange decision. You'd have to be very confident in your batting lineup.
Right, so we're ready to get underway. Always something special about that first delivery. It can really set the tone for the match.
Yep.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder. There'll be one run here for them.
Immediately underway with some runs.
Gill is new to the crease. They'll be keen to field bat on ball early on. Couldn't have hit that any better.
Just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on.
Waiting.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Yep.
Could be close.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected. Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Wait on.
Straight to the fielder.
Just threw the shot too early.
6 runs added there. India are none for 6. Going with pace now.
Yep.
Absolutely nailed it.
This is where they can be so good because they were so quick to get back and onto this.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come. There's a run here, surely.
Not a smart decision, you feel, not to run there. Mustn't have a lot of faith in their partner, if you ask me.
Yep.
Exquisitely down the front foot, a gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Got right in behind it.
Wait there.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Yep.
Huge appeal.
Yep.
There'll be runs here. Caught, gone.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A good start, but that's all they've managed. They did the hard work and threw it away in the end.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on. Gone! Another one goes. 2 wickets and 2 balls, and they're on a roll now.
A long walk back to the pavilion. This has not been a good knock. Not what you expect from someone of this skill level.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket. We all wait to see what comes of this ball. All you have to worry about for the moment is getting through this one ball. Avoid the hat-trick and then build an innings. Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
I'm surprised they're turning runs down like that. They should be rotating the strike. Every run counts in the book.
Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Yep.
Super shot. Nicely fielded on the boundary. A couple on offer here.
Yep.
Got that away nicely.
You sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs.
Over. India are 2 for 18.
Yep.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
And with that, they're off the mark.
Wait there.
Into the gap. Nice shot.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers.
Yep.
Saw that early. No one's catching that. Great shot.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
That was a tremendous delivery, fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
No trouble at all to punch it away to the boundary for 4. A poor delivery.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key. Nice shot. Runs possible. 12 runs added there. India are 2 for 30.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Gill shakes their head. He was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Nicely played.
That ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
Edge. Amazing delivery. Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting. Great shot. Great timing.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. They'll get at least 1.
Just a little bit wide, well picked up. And let the ball do all the work really, just to nudge it down towards third.
Questions will begin to be asked. Should the captain make a change? A big over that one. Too many loose deliveries. Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
Yeah, too wide. It was there to be hit, and it was really given the treatment.
Great shot.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right. Out. Caught.
A great innings coming to an end. Brilliant scoring. It was a very entertaining performance. but have to head back to the pavilion.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Huge shout. The bowler seems very confident with that one. That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Well, that was timed very, very well. Great shot, driven down the ground and flew over the boundary.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, a roundabout off stump, and that'll force the mistake. Perfectly timed.
Yep.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Over ends, so too does the power play. Change is coming in the field. 5 fielders are now able to be moved outside the circle.
Yep.
Well placed, should get a single.
Bowler!
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Nicely played, perfect timing.
That was a super shot. The delivery was fine, great line and length, but just put away.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away. Misses everything.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Yep.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary.
Bowler!
A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
Yep. Yep.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
That's the over. India are 3 for 70.
Wait there. Yep, yep.
Great shot through the gap.
Keeper.
This could be trouble.
After all that effort, they just couldn't manage to go onto the 100. They'll feel like they've missed out here.
Mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Cuts that off well in the infield.
Hit that well off the back foot, but couldn't beat the field. I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
5 runs in that over. India are 475.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Win on. No,
What
no,
great
no.
reactions. Brilliant catch close in.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball.
Yep, yep. Bowler, bowler.
If that had been thrown to the other end, I think you'd be looking at another wicket for sure. Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope. It was a nice looking shot, full and in the slot, just couldn't find the gap.
There'll be 1 run here for them. Quick onto that in the infield. An inexpensive over ends and a wicket coming from it. Hasaranga from the Randwick end.
Oh.
It looked a pretty good delivery, to be honest. Umpire, though, has given it as a wide.
Yep, yep. Yep.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
Keeper. Yep. Yep.
Gone, it's a good catch.
Really getting towards the tail enders now. 6th wicket gone. There's not a lot left in this lineup.
The team will be after a positive innings from this batter. A great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board.
Yeah.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strike.
Brilliant diving stop.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Sri Lanka found some good rhythm in that over. They'll want to maintain it going forwards. Wow, that's missed the lot.
I'd say it was the right shot to choose, but it was just timed badly. Just couldn't get the drive away.
Yep.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
Good return, back from the deep. Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Hit that hard. Nailed it.
Managed to get onto the front foot early and just incredible power to loft that one over the boundary.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Yep.
There'll be runs here.
Yep.
Nicked it through the field. Will it get to the boundary?
Didn't time it at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
End of the over, and again it's a good one for the bowling side. Not letting batters build any momentum.
Yep.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Drives and misses everything.
Not a great shot in the end. Practices the shot again. Just need to keep their head down now.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Yep.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
Keeper. Yeah.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
Good running. Just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeping pressure on the bowlers.
4 runs added in the over. India are 6 for 102.
Yeah.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Hola.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yeah.
Chance. Huge nick, but no one to catch it.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Yep.
Straight to the fielder.
Well, that would have been a very risky run. The right call was made in the end. That's a much better directed short ball. Didn't quite manage to get the bat in position. It's through to the keeper. That's the one bouncer for the over.
Yeah.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Bowler. No.
Decisive running might have gotten 2. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily, so in the end, poor running.
Yep.
End of the over, a good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one. The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack in the Randwick end. Nice shot.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions clear.
Yep.
Beaten on the drive.
Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads. Just threw the shot too early. That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Yep.
Nice shot, runs possible.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
End of the over. India are 6 for 121.
Yep.
They'll get at least one.
That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
Yeah.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
Keeper.
There was a split second to decide which end to throw to, and in the end, it was a poor choice. Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yeah.
They'd look for a couple here.
Bowler.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Wait. Yep.
They'll push hard. Should get back for 2.
Keeper.
Poor fielding. Throw sent to the wrong end and both batters are safely home. They're fast between the wickets. Good fielding keeps it close though.
Yeah.
Good batting. Get an opportunity to score and take it.
Bowler.
A golden opportunity wasted. All they had to do was throw it to the right end.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
9 runs added in that over. India are 6 for 130. Sprayed that very wide. Hits the boundary rope. The keeper had no chance there.
A really good 50 partnership. These two are looking strong. and it's going to take something special to break it up. That's the 50 partnership between these two, gaining some momentum nicely for the team.
Picks the gap perfectly.
A brilliant throw-in from the deep caps off what was a fabulous piece of fielding. Did well just to get it down towards third for some runs.
Wait on.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Yeah.
Really good shot there.
If that had been thrown to the other end, I think you'd be looking at another wicket for sure. Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
Well placed. Should get a single.
No.
Great shot through the gap. There's trouble here.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers.
Wait on. Yep. No.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
That's the over. India are 6 for 140. The left-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the Paddington end. Times it nicely.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary. That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
Yeah.
Chance to run 2.
Keeper. Yeah.
Gone. Excellent catch, close to the bat.
They've played the most brilliant innings here, which could well have turned this match around. It's certainly entertained this crowd, who's loved every minute of it.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter, who strides to the middle. They will be looking for another quick wicket.
Oh, there you go, a no ball. Maybe just trying a little too hard. Just need to get more control back.
An effort ball and called on the front foot. At least they've got an extra ball to go for the wicket.
Yeah.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there. A couple on offer here. A brilliant over for the batting side. Not so for the bowlers. Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
Yeah.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
Oh, good running. It needed to be as well. That's probably a lot closer than they expected.
Misses everything.
On the drive. The bowling's too good, though. Great line and length. Beats the edge. Flashed away and got it well enough to find the boundary.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
Through the shot early, ball past his bat. A brilliant slower ball.
That has gone very, very high. Might be safe.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot, good running.
End of the over, 7 off it. India are 7 for 159. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Yeah.
Couldn't have played that any better.
It was wide and suitably dealt with.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Catch it.
Just about timed that perfectly.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly and placed into the gap.
Boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate? There'll be runs here. A beauty. Brilliant catch.
Really tried to push the scoring along and managed to do so for a while, but in the end, it's just 1 risk too many.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps. Needs a direct hit.
And they're away and nicely off the mark. Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Questions will begin to be asked. Should the captain make a change? A big over, that one. Too many loose deliveries. Final over in this innings.
Yeah, yeah.
Gone! Not a great shot to start the over.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
A new batter always likes to feel bat on ball early on, as they bring a bit of energy to the crease. Does very well to get quickly across to that one.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. Easy catch. Didn't have to move, really. We thought it might be a good pitch to bat on at the start of the day, and we were right. It was a long, hard slog from the bowlers, and now it's a big total to chase down. A couple of big partnerships will be required to get these runs. This is a really defendable total. The openers will need to get their iron very quickly and get the scoreboard ticking over if they're to have any chance. Knocks them over. First ball of the over.
Oh dear, it's been a poor innings under pressure, and now they've got the key batter out cheaply.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. Armstrong, whose first task is getting themselves settled. Drives and misses everything. It's getting to where this is becoming a problem. It's obvious it isn't out, but they appeal anyway.
Good return, back from the deep. Armstrong gets off the mark.
Into the gap. Nice shot. Good shot. It's found the gap.
Just a little bit wide. Well picked up. And let the ball do all the work, really, just to nudge it down towards third.
A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board. Strong appeal. Singh, the left-arm pace bowler, is coming on to bowl in the Paddington end.
Wait.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Right there.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs. Back go the stumps. Missed the straight ball.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark their guard. They just need to rotate the strike early on as they get settled. Finds the fielder with that shot.
Overstepping, just a little too eager on that delivery.
Didn't keep the foot behind the line. Just a slight tweak to the run-up will sort it out. Nicked it. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again. Drifting onto the legs and driven away. Lovely shot.
It was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
Edge. Amazing delivery. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Edge, unplayable.
Gets off zero with that shot. That'd have been a little nervy. That'll settle the nerves.
Wait on.
Doesn't beat the infield. Beaten on the drive.
Tried to get the drive away, but timed it poorly and lucky to survive.
Yeah.
Got that away nicely.
It was full, and good night. Hit it well to pick up 4.
Yeah.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Bola.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
End of the over. A good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one. Nicely played. Perfect timing.
Bowler. Waiting.
Quick onto that in the infield. The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this.
Yeah.
That's a long way up. Is there anyone there to catch it?
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Yeah.
They'll push hard. Should get back for 2.
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strike.
Yep.
They'll get at least 1. End of the over. 8 runs coming from it. Sri Lanka are 2 for 26. We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here. It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple.
Keepers.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
That spun a long, long way, and yet somehow it missed completely everything.
Edged. Confident appeal. Could it be? And gone. Brilliant catch.
Well, the end of a productive innings. It didn't quite ignite into the fireworks as we would have hoped, but still, solid work. Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the 3rd dot.
Yeah.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
Bowlers.
And with that, they're off the mark.
That's all from us in the commentary.